Hello, everyone. Happy Feast Day. At the Feast of All Saints Day, the solemnity of all saints. It's a wonderful feast day. We celebrate the church triumphant, the church in heaven, all the saints. Everyone in heaven's a saint. Not everyone is a saint with a capital S. The church raises up those when they canonize and beatify the saints here on earth, so we can have models to follow and increase our faith by and encourage our heart to be faithful to God because of their fidelity to God, their heroism in doing the Father's will and pouring themselves out in love for one another as Jesus did. He led the way on the cross. So happy feast day to you all. It's All Saints. I'm all dressed up to go up to celebrate the feast of All Saints Day. I'm the lecturer today, and I might be honored to carry the book of the Gospels in and enthrone it upon the altar. Those are the word of God. And people are going to listen to it. What's God going to say to them today? Especially now with all the saints that Saint Paul says in Hebrews, the cloud of all these saints in heaven are surrounding us like a Super Bowl, and we're still playing on the earth. We're the church on pilgrimage, the church militant. We used to say so often. I'm so happy you're here, though. So happy All Saints Day. We need companions, and maybe I could start up there. The saints are constantly interceding for us, especially those in our own family that are already there. My grandparents, my father, the people in our ministry. We feel that they're still in there, and especially my spouse Cindy. I know she is interceding for us before the throne of God, of the ministry, and especially her poor husband, who she left with this ministry. So she is really helping us. So we need the saints, and it's wonderful to have that relationship. We say our love for them when they die, that there's no thread cut in our love. That relationship it only grows, and until we come into heaven with them, and that relationship we have with our loved ones becomes perfect in God. Oh, it's wonderful. So we have those saints. So rely on them. Remember St. Jude. I still have his relic here. One of the first relics I ever got. Now St. Jude's really becoming big in my life, and he's really helping me. He's a saint of impossible cases. Here's impossible case number one, pointing to him right now, knock on wood. Anyway, St. Jude. I'm so happy. St. Jude the Apostle. Look at this beautiful statue. It's almost lit up by the sun coming through the window on this mellow fall day. It's the Holy Family, Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. That's our charism. That's our the way we want to live here in the ministry. But so it's a special gift we feel we have from our Blessed Mother, from Cindy, who received this gift to live in Mary's little house, the little house of Nazareth, with Jesus and Saint Joseph and the Blessed Mother. When we say our members' houses, our little houses, to live in the presence of the Holy Family, as Cindy used to say, the earthly Trinity, Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, and to live like them in love. So I just love this. This is a statue I got from the thrift store, and it's just beautiful of the Holy Family of Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. I love it. It's ivory. It's not ivory. It's plastic, but it's ivory in color, and I just love it. And I wanted to share it with you. And this is what I want to talk about today too. That we need one another. We need the saints in heaven. We need the holy angels. God gave us these wonderful angels, spirits. You can't see mine, but He's here with me. And I know when looking at you out there, I can't see you, but your angels next to you and watching over you with a special, your guardian angel, with a special mission to protect you from all evil, to guide you to heaven, to protect you against the evil one. Because our warfare is not just what people we see around us and the temptations, but also the spiritual warfare. And our angels are right in there in the conflict, protecting us, warning us, and guiding us to heaven. Their job's not done until they get us into heaven. So they're here. So you have a great relationship on the way, as I've done before, I encourage you to have a great relationship with the angels. But we need people with skin too to help us. We can't become saints. We can't become fully human without people with skin. That's the way God made us. We're social. We got conversation. We need affirmation. We need love. The little baby is the most helpless little thing. They need the mother's soft, tender, nurturing, nursing love to thrive. If they don't get it, oh my goodness, what tragedy! Because they stop crying and they don't care. I mean, they care, but they don't understand. And one of my heart breaks is to see people who are rejected, people who feel they're unloved. Because I want to run out and say, no, you're loved. You're precious in the eyes of God, and you're precious in the eyes of our Blessed Mother. You're precious in my eyes too. But sometimes people are very wounded because of similar backgrounds. One of them I just want to mention that I had a great love for, and he had a pretty good love for me too. This is my brother David Shell. He died a couple of years back, but he was a religious oblate brother, oblate of Mary Immaculate, and we worked together on an Indian reservation in South Dakota, in Sisseton, South Dakota. And he had a tough bringing up. He was brought up in an orphanage, it was wonderful that people took care of him and all, but he had a very hard time, and we got along fabulously, but he was one. I remember one night we were going to a conference, and it wasn't very well organized in one of the reservations, and they brought me into a place where I was supposed to stay on at the nighttime, but I left David. I wasn't thinking, and then someone rushes into my room, and says, "There's that guy out there that you brought. He's really gone bonkers. He's lost it. And I was Brother David. He relied on me to help him, and I was thinking of number one. I wasn't thinking at all, and he abandoned, and I went out and comforted him, and I pleaded with the people in charge of the conference for him to stay with me, but it was like a child crying for his mother, and I just heard that one of the most primordial fears we have as human persons is that we would be abandoned. And these people who haven't had love, I've had all the breaks in the world, a wonderful mom and daddy, and everything. My mother was home. If she wasn't home, we would go panicking. I remember one time in my life when I was usually the first one down from school, that I said, "Mom," and she wasn't there. She had missed her bus from downtown shopping, but she was always there. And we went into a little panic, my sisters and my brothers and me, looking for Mom. She finally came. She missed her bus, But one time in my lifetime, but we wanted her to just, even though we wouldn't even see her, we'd say, "Mom," and she would say from down the basement during the washing machine, or upstairs, or whatever. All we needed to hear is her voice. So those are, I don't have to emphasize that we need one another to grow as human beings in the image and likeness of God, and to grow as not only human beings, but as saints, human beings transformed by God's grace. So that was my point. I see I'm losing my time here, but we need us like a spiritual director who is competent in everything when we really are want to grow in holiness. But most of us can't have that. So I always recommend to have a regular confessor and go at least once a month, and have it, not just go just before Mass real fast or something, but there. Most of the people I see know, the practicality is that they go to a regular confessor and they get the spiritual direction there. I know confession is not spiritual direction, but there is some, the priest, the little, it seems to work out that way. So a regular confessor. The spouse, there's another companion that someone just mentioned, that every night they would go and they would reflect on their lives, and or their day rather, in God's presence, and in a solidarity with each other. They're growing in holiness. So a spouse, a dear friend who is like-minded and wants to grow in holiness, God will provide that if we don't have a spiritual director or whatever. Or conferences or retreats. That's a time when you, once a year, I know, but that's a time when you could go and be with the retreat master and share your life and reflect on it and see the great things God is doing in your life and working things out. Or a parish group that this meets just to share life in prayer, So those are because we need one. Those who are led by themselves, Saint Teresa of Avila said, are led by a fool. So we need others to see us and to help us and to encourage us. And they say in the spiritual life, those who have someone like this, a spiritual mentor or a spiritual companion, are more likely to persevere in their quest, to grow in holiness. And like, for example, when we have something dark in our lives, we need to share it, usually in confession. We need to deal with it, or the darkness will overwhelm us. We can't live in the dark. The devil wants us to live in the dark. Oh, I can't confess that to Father, or I can't share this to my spiritual director. No, that's the evil spirit. God wants us to fess up, as one movie star says, Sonny Cher, when he changed his life. Sonny Cher, but that's not, I forgot his last name, but in Sonny and Cher, and he said, fess up, everyone. Life is we're children of the light, and not to spill the beans and all that and throw our pearls to the pigs. I don't know nothing like that, but we have a confidence in that other person and we share it, and then the light comes in, and that horrible thing, that thing that happened way back when or whatever, it becomes light again, and I tell the people, glorious, because it's there where we experience God's mercy when where we need it the most. Oh, God bless you. And people, God will give you a spiritual director, a regular confessor, a spouse, a retreat master, a parish group, a dear friend. Don't worry. God will provide all you need for your spiritual life, as He will provide all you need for your daily human life. God bless you, people. Happy All Saints Day. Bye-bye.